our main focus will be on the legs, and we'll also be looking at doing Anantasana or vishnus couch, which will require a little bit of steadiness, so we will work through here and work on that. For today, you might like a few props. You can have a yoga strap if you like, or a scarf, or a dressing gown tie, some of the leg work that we're doing. You might also like a couple of blocks, but you don't necessarily need those. And if it's chilly and rainy, like how it is here today, maybe a blanket for the end of class for Shavasana. And I will see you on the mat. So we'll start on our backs. So just releasing down onto the back, lying on the mat. Making any adjustments to make yourself comfortable. Lengthening the back of the neck along the back of the mat. Tucking the chin slightly to lengthen that neck. Arms can be comfortably alongside the body. Legs together. As we inhale, we'll lift the right leg straight up. Sole of the foot coming up towards the ceiling. Lengthening the leg away through the heel. And then as we exhale, lowering that right leg back down. Inhaling, lifting the right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, release. Leg leg this time, inhale, lifting the left leg up. Again, extending through the back of the leg, leading with the heel pointing up to the top of the ceiling with a flat foot. And exhale, releasing back down. Inhaling, lifting the left leg. Exhale, release down. Inhaling once more, left leg. Exhale, release down. Right, and if you'd like to try, we'll do both legs this time. So we'll just inhale, bring both of those legs straight up, and then slowly with control, see how slow you can do it, just releasing both of those legs down at the same time. If the back is a little bit sensitive, do lift the head, bring the chin up onto the chest. And really press down with the arms as you lower those legs down. Keep breathing. And the heels touch the mat, release the head down. And we'll just try that once more. So this time, with as much control as you can, just lifting both legs up at the same time. You can bend the knees if this is a bit challenging. And once more, releasing both legs back down to the mat. All right, this time returning back to the right leg, inhaling the right leg straight up. But this time as we exhale, we'll bring the right leg out to the right and release that right leg down and around. So we're making a D shape with our leg. So inhaling, right leg straight up. Exhale out to the right, down and around. Inhale. Exhale. All right, this time as we inhale, we'll bring the right leg out to the right, back up to center, and exhale that leg straight back down. Now you can make these circles as big or as small as you wish, depending on how your hips are feeling today. Once more, out to the right, up to center, and back down. All right, left leg, bring the left leg straight up, out to the left, down and around. Inhale, center, exhale, out to the left, down and around. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, going reverse. Inhale, out to the left, up to center, exhale down. Once more. All right, now grabbing your strap, we'll make a loop with the strap to place your foot in. And it's always a good idea to have a slightly bigger loop if your legs are a bit tight, because it's much easier to place your hand inside the loop to support your leg. The temptation is to make it really small, but if you make it a bit bigger, then when you've got your leg in the strap, I'll put the right foot in, you can place your hand inside that loop, and that will be much more comfortable on your arm and your hand rather than hanging on for dear life at the long edge of the strap. Just make those adjustments that you need. And obviously, if you're using something other than a yoga strap, like a dressing gown tie or a scarf, then you're just going to be to the long bits of the scarf. So both hands onto the strap or the scarf or whatever it is that you're using. Popping that over the right foot. And just letting the arms hang heavy. So I don't want you to be straining here. Just letting the weight of the arms pull down on the strap. Hold the leg in place. And we just want to feel a nice stretch along the back of the leg. So you can feel that stretch, but it's not painful. Also just being mindful of the knee. If that is feeling a bit tender, then do feel free to have a wee bend in the leg. Or just releasing how much you're bringing the leg out. So just finding that perfect point. Again, heel extending up to the ceiling, toes coming back towards us on a nice flexed foot. And just holding here for a few breaths. Breathing in, creating space in those tissues, and the hamstrings, the calf muscle, bottom of the foot, and even into the glute of the lower back, just breathing space into those points. And exhaling, we soften and release any tight, sticky spots that we might be feeling through there, the back of the leg and the back. One more breath. And bring the right hand onto that strap or the loop. Bring the left hand down, palm face down, floor. Arm coming out from the shoulder, so that we're making a T shape. And when you're ready, just slowly moving that right leg out to the right. Again, nice and relaxed through the arm. Just let gravity take care of the position of the leg is. And also just being mindful of how your hips are feeling today. If it's feeling a bit tense, then do feel free to pop something underneath that right leg, like a pillow or a meditation cushion or a yoga block. It'll just help your body soften and relax. One more breath. And using the muscles of that right leg, drawing that right leg back up to center. And switching the arms, bring the left hand into the strap now, right arm down, palm face down to the floor. And bringing that right leg across the body to the left. So rolling up and over onto that left hip, turning the body with the leg. And releasing that leg down. If getting the foot onto the floor is inaccessible, then popping a block underneath the leg or a pillow is a good idea to help you feel a bit more secure. But working towards the floor is what we want to do. Also with the right shoulder, just trying to encourage that right shoulder to lie down on the mat as well. So finding that counterbalance between the right arm and the right leg. And one more breath. And using the muscles of the right leg, bring that right leg back up to center, rolling back. And slowly lowering that right leg down. Place the left foot into the loop of the strap. Take the right foot out. And using the muscles of the left leg, bring that left leg straight up. Same thing again. Bring the hands up into the loop or holding onto the strap. Just using the weight of the arms to press down. Finding that point of resistance on this left leg. And also just noticing, how is this leg feeling today? Maybe it's tighter than the right leg. Maybe it's more flexible than the right leg. Just making a note between the different sides. Now I didn't cue this on the other side, but if having the leg straight like this is too much, you can bend through the opposite leg and place the foot on the mat to take a bit of tension off. But ideally, we'd like both legs straight. Holding here for a few breaths. Breathing space into the muscles of the back of the leg, into the hamstrings, back of the knee, calf muscle, bottom of the foot, glute and lower back. And exhaling, softening and releasing any tight or sticky spots through those areas. One more breath. Placing the strap in the left hand, right hand coming down, palm pressed down to the floor, and opening up that left leg out to the left. Nice and relaxed through the arms. Just using the strap as a counterbalance, softening through the left hip. Just allowing the weight of the leg to move the leg down. No effort required. Nice and soft. One more breath. And using the muscles of the left leg, drawing that left leg back up to center. And we'll switch the hands and strap. Place the right hand into the loop. Left hand coming down, palm face down to the floor. When you're ready, bringing that left leg across the body to the right, rolling up and over onto that right side of the body. Aiming in the direction of the floor for the leg, but if it's not there, that's fine. Placing a support under the leg, cushion is a good idea. And then just attempting to roll that left shoulder back and down towards the mat. One more breath. And using the muscles, bringing that left leg back up center, rolling back into back, and releasing that left leg back down to the mat, taking your foot out of the strap, placing the strap off to one side, pausing here for a moment. And just noticing between the left and the right legs. All right, rolling over onto your left side. Bring our left arm up. We'll place our head on the upper part of the arm, so reaching that left arm straight up, lying it along the mat and the floor. Lining up our hips, our knees, and our ankles. We'll bring the right hand in front of us to steady ourselves. Then just lifting both feet up off the mat. We'll just bring the feet back behind us, just slightly, with the legs straight. This is to ensure that our body is in a nice straight line. From here, with both toes flexed, leaning with the right ankle, we're just going to lift that right leg straight up, just as high up as you can or feel comfortable. And then releasing that right leg back down. Inhaling, lifting the right leg up and out to the side. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale. All right, we'll do the same movement, but this time rotating from the hip. We'll rotate the whole of the right leg out. So we're attempting to get our foot out to 90 degrees with our toes pointing up, with our toes and our knees pointing up towards the ceiling. So again, as we inhale, lifting the right leg up and exhale down. Inhaling, exhaling, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Once more, inhaling, lifting the right leg up. This time, let's try leaving the right leg there. You can stay here with your hand on the mat, or if you're feeling balanced, you can start to lift that right arm up towards the leg, grabbing somewhere along the leg, or if you can, reaching the foot or the toes with the hand. Now, one key here to balancing is really pressing that left leg down into the floor as a counterbalance. Making sure we're using all the muscles in our body. So the torso is getting the workout here as well. Keep breathing. One more breath. And releasing the hand. And slowly with control, releasing that right leg back down. Well done. All right, now bending through both knees, drawing our knees in a little. Maybe give our glute and our hip a little tap. It's feeling a bit tight. It's not really a movement that we do in our everyday life, but it's always good to challenge our body, to move in a different way. All right, and we'll roll over and do that on the other side. I'm just going to turn around on my mat so that you can see what I'm doing. So rolling over onto the right side now. Right arm lengthening along the mat and the floor. Head resting on the upper part of the right arm. Left hand in front of our body. Both legs straight, hips, knees and ankles aligned. Both feet flexed. And lifting both heels up off the mat and bring it slightly behind us. All right, again on this side, leading with the heel of the left leg. Inhaling, lifting that left leg straight up and out to the left. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Right, rotating that left leg from the hip, toes and knee, pointing upwards towards the ceiling. And inhale, lifting that left leg straight up. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Right, this time inhaling the legs straight up, toes flexing back towards the body, holding here, or if you'd like to try, bringing that left hand up to the leg, grabbing onto the leg at some point, whether it's on the leg itself, or the foot or the toes, really pressing that right leg down into the floor to keep balance. Keep breathing, using all the muscles in your body to keep you balanced. One more breath. Releasing the hand. And with control, releasing that left leg back down. Oh. Bending through both knees, draw the knees in. Give the hip a little tap if it needs. A nice workout for the bottom muscles. Great workout for the hips. Moving our body in different ways. Keeping our bodies limber and healthy. All right, rolling over onto our front. We'll extend both of our arms out in front of us, extending both of our legs away. Chin onto the mat. This time, as you inhale, we'll lift the right arm and left leg. And exhale down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Once more to each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now you can continue with this, or if you'd like to try, lifting both arms, both legs together. Inhaling, reaching away with the arms if you want to touch the other side of the room. Same with the toes as well. Keep reaching those legs away. And exhale down. Inhale, lifting both arms, both legs. Reaching away, keep breathing. Nice, steady breaths. And exhale down. Once more, inhaling, lifting both arms, both legs, reaching away. This time, see if you can lift both of the arms and legs just a little bit higher, even if it's only 1 millimeter. Keep holding, keep breathing, keep reaching from the center of your body outwards. One more breath, and release back down. Releasing the arms, turning the head to one side. Just pausing there for a moment, catching your breath. One more breath. All right, now pressing yourself up through tabletop. And we'll come up onto the mat to do some standing postures. All right, taking any extra layers off of your knee, like socks or a jumper. Should hopefully be nice and warm by now. Pop those to one side. And you don't necessarily need any blocks for this, but if you like, just have some blocks nearby. Standing in the center of your mat, stepping the left foot forward and stepping the right leg back. We want a reasonable distance between these legs. Another option here is you can do a little jump. That can be quite nice for getting that legs spread out wide. Then you can make any adjustments from there. Turning to the front of the mat, we want that left leg in front, right leg behind. So left leg moving forward, kneecap and toes, hips facing in the same direction. Right foot, you can turn the toes so that the foot is on a 45-degree angle. And we're just bending through the front leg, through that left leg. You might need to wiggle the toes a little if you need to make any adjustments. If having the right heel flat on the mat is too difficult, then you can lift the heel up and turn the right toes and right leg facing towards in the same direction as the left there. So finding your balance, making the adjustments that you need there. I'm going to place my right foot back down. A little bit wobbly today. Once you've found your balance, really start sinking down through the hips. Imagine as if you're moving the hips down to the center of the mat. And if it feels okay, inhaling the arms up alongside the head. Shoulders and arms nice and relaxed. If you need to bring the arms forward a little to tight shoulders, then please do that. Or bring the arms back down to the hips. So holding here. And warrior one. If your right heel is down like mine, you're rotating through that right hip. And rotating it all the way down to the mat. Pressing down through that big right toe, pressing down through that left big toe, and making sure the weight is even between the front and the back foot. One more breath here. And when you're ready, slowly rotating those hips out to the long edge of the mat. And turning the right toes as well. Bringing the arms down to shoulder height. Again, making any adjustments that you need. You might want to walk that right foot away. Keep bending through that left knee. And really start to sink down, moving into warrior two. A nice and wide stance here in warrior two. This right foot, still want that 45-degree angle, so toes are pointing in. Or if it makes more sense to you, heel is moving away. And just sinking down through the center here. Make sure the weight is even on the front and back foot. Hips are square to that long edge of the mat. And again, just as before, reaching the arms away from the center. Imagine that you're wanting to reach to the front and the back wall. Making sure the shoulders are even. We're not doing anything weird like that. Skewing the arms. Lifting up through the armpits and elbows and wrists. And looking forward towards that left arm. Nice deep breaths. This rotation can be quite challenging for the legs. One more breath. Right, now we'll start to rotate these arms, squaring those hips to the left leg again. Let's bring these arms down to the mat. And hopping this right leg in a little bit. We're going to bring the weight over the left foot. So bringing our weight onto the left foot, keeping the right heel lifted. This is a chance to use the blocks if you need on either side of the leg, but slightly more forward than the left leg. As we bring the weight onto the left leg and the hands, you may get a sense that your center of gravity is shifting in front of the left foot. So we want to be moving forward in that direction. Now you can stay here, or if you're feeling confident, lifting that right foot off the mat. And we'll just bring that right foot and leg up to hip height. Just holding here as best as you can. Making any adjustments that you need. You might find that you want to bring center of gravity a bit further forward. And we'll keep those hips square to the mat today. Keep reaching that right leg away as if you want to touch that right foot onto the wall. One more breath. And slowly releasing that right leg down to meet the left. All right, we'll pause here for a moment. Just release the torso over the thighs. One more breath. And then rolling up, back up to standing. All right, doing that on the other side. Just turn my blocks around. So right leg in front this time. You can step it out, or you can jump it out, whatever you feel most comfortable with. So turning the toes of the right foot, moving to the front of the mat, left toes coming in at that 45 degrees. Bending through that right leg. And at this point, making any adjustments that you need so far. So you might find that you want to wiggle that right foot forward or step that left foot back. Usually wiggling the front foot is a bit easier to get that back foot in the correct position. So squaring our hips towards the right leg. Making any final adjustments that you need. Maybe you need to do a little wiggle with the hips to find that position. And just seeing how this side is feeling, whether you want to keep that left heel down or lift it up off the mat. Pressing down through both big toes, weight even between the right and the left foot. Sinking the hips down to the center of the mat. And when you're feeling comfortable, you can bring those arms up alongside the head. Shoulders nice and relaxed. You need to bring those arms forward, bring them forward, or bring them back down to the hips. If that left heel is down, making sure that we're rotating the left hip all the way through the leg, that we're not twisting any of the joints. We're too much stress on them. Twisting any of the joints that we don't want to be twisted, I should say. Keep sinking down. Staying nice, relaxed with the shoulders, neck and head. Focusing our energy on those legs. One more breath. Let's slowly start to rotate. Bring those hips to face the long edge of the mat. Making adjustments with the legs. Widening that stance. The temptation is always to make the stance a bit smaller, but you will find in situations like this, particularly with the warrior series, that wider is better. Right, finding that perfect spot, bending generously through that right knee. Bring the arms up to shoulder height. Reaching those arms away from the shoulders as if you want to touch the walls. Sinking down through the center. Make sure the weight is even between the right and left foot. Once you feel confident that you're in the right place, looking along the right arm. Feel the strength of this posture. Pressing the floor away with both feet. Nice and tall through the spine. Keep breathing. One more breath. All right, circling those arms. Coming down over that right foot. Stepping that left foot in. Grabbing those blocks if you need. Bringing our weight onto that right foot. And start to bring that center of gravity over that right foot in front of that right foot. Bring the weight into the hands as well. When you feel confident, just lifting that left leg up as far as you feel comfortable. Both hip bones facing the floor or the mat. Reaching that left leg away if you want to press that foot onto the wall behind. Keep breathing. One more breath. And releasing that left leg down to meet the right. Pausing here. Just let the weight of the body move over the legs. Placing the hands are really comfortable. And slowly rolling the body back up, standing. And coming back down towards the mat. Grabbing your strap again. You don't need the loop this time. Just have it straight. Bring that loop by the feet. All right, bending through the right knee. Draw that heel in towards the bottom. And then releasing that right leg out to the right. Bring that right foot in towards the spine. Keeping those hips squared in front of the mat. Inhaling, the arms up alongside the head. Exhaling, hinging from the hips, releasing the body forward, reaching those arms away. And just placing the hands wherever they land, whether they're on top of the leg, alongside the left leg, or reaching towards the toes, or of course using the strap as well. Shoulders nice, relaxed, head and neck nice, relaxed. Looking at the toes or a spot in front of the toes on the mat. And one more breath. Walking the hands back. Going tall through the spine. Bring that knee back in. Keeping that right knee where it is. We'll bring the right hand behind us. Left arm reaching up. And bring the hand or the elbow, inside of the elbow, into the right knee. And we'll rotate towards that right knee. Rolling both shoulders back and down. Turning the head to the right, and if the neck is okay, looking as if you're looking over that right shoulder. One more breath. Back around, lifting that right knee. Just into a wobble. Into the next knee time. Bring that knee into a bottom. And releasing that left leg out to the left. Bring the sole of that left foot in towards the inside. Let that left knee drop outside. Squaring the hips in front of the mat. Trying tall to the spine. Inhaling the arms up alongside the head. And exhaling, folding forward from the hips. And placing the hands over the land on top of the bed, alongside the body, the feet, or holding on to that strap. Looking towards the toes or a spot in front of the toes on the mat. Shoulders and arms nice and relaxed. One more breath. And bring those arms up. Back up. Drawing that left leg in towards the body. Bring that heel in towards the bottom. Pull through the spine. Reaching the right arm up. And bring the right hand or the inner part of the right elbow around the knee. Bring the left hand behind. and twisting towards the left side. Roll those shoulders back and down. One more breath. And bring the body back around to the front and releasing that left leg. Give the legs a little shake if they need. And getting rid of the strap, pushing the back in. This time, we'll bring the left leg in front. Right leg will be alongside the body. And we're trying to get both hips even on the mat. So both of your sides of the bottom down on the mat. Really focus on sinking down this right hip. You can move this right leg further out or further in to make those adjustments so that you can sit down. We'll stay in an upright position here with your breaths. Sinking down nice and heavy through the hips. Now you can stay here, or if you like, you can start to bring the hands forward over that left leg. Start to walk the hands forward, hinging from the hips, and over the top of that left leg, and just releasing down as far as you feel comfortable. One more breath with your hinge all the way forward. And walk both hands back. And now, everyone bringing their hands back towards back of the room, behind the bottom, things that's pointing towards the body. Rolling the shoulders back and down, lifting up through the chest. And having a soft bend in the elbows. Now you can stay here, or if you like, you can start to bend through the elbows even more. Maybe even start to release down to the forearms, coming closer to the neck. Still keeping that chest lifted, shoulder blades squeezing together. And if the neck's okay, lifting the chin, dropping the head back, looking back towards the back of the room. Keep lifting through that chest. One more breath here. And if the head is back, just bring those eyes forward. Pressing into the hands, lifting the body up. And coming back upright. Slowly releasing the legs. Particularly that right leg, maybe give it a little wiggle. And switching sides, just turn around. The right leg in front this time, left leg alongside the left hip. Nice and heavy through the hips, making sure we're releasing both parts of the bottom down onto the mat. So really concentrating on rotating through that left hip, bring that left hip down. Making any adjustments you need at the left leg, whether it's further in or farther away. Growing tall through the spine. Nice and relaxed through the upper body. Holding for a few breaths. Now you can stay here, or if you like, start walking those hands forward, hinging from the hips and releasing the body over that right leg. And one more breath. And walking those hands back up. And bring those hands back behind us, fingertips pointing towards the body. Rolling those shoulder blades back and down. Squeezing shoulder blades together, lifting up through the chest. Now you can hold here, or you can start getting through the elbows. Maybe releasing down to the forearms. Still keeping lifted up through that chest. If the neck is okay, start to lift the chin and look back towards you. One more breath here. If the head is back, just bring those eyes back forward and pressing into the hands, lifting back up and slowly releasing those legs. Give the legs a little wiggle if they need. All right, it's a bit chilly here, so I'll just put on just a couple more bits of clothing. And grab a blanket, knees for just a few moments. All right, releasing back down onto the back, bending through both knees. Arms coming up to shoulder height, bend through the elbows, bring the fingertips to the back of the neck, just touching the back of the neck. Inhaling here, and as we exhale, just bring both knees over to the left. And if the neck is okay, turning the head to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, both knees to the right, turning the head to the left. Just with your own breathing and your own timing, just moving from left to right. Once more to each side. Now just releasing the arms and the legs long. Covering yourself with a blanket if you need. And just letting the arms and legs roll away from each other. finding a spot on the ceiling to focus on, and just softening your gaze on that spot. And if you feel comfortable, closing the eyes and coming back to the breath, breathing in through the nose, back of the throat, down into the lungs, out of the lungs, back of the throat, out through the nose. Just following that breath, moving in and out of the body. Feeling the weight of the body pressing down into the floor. In through the nose, back of the throat, down into the lungs, the diaphragm, filling up the abdomen, ribs expanding to the left and to the right. And exhaling, ribs coming in, abdomen coming in, diaphragm, out of the lungs, back of the throat, out through the nose. Following the breath, following the movement through the body. Now just taking 3 deep breaths, inhaling deep down the lungs and exhaling with a sigh. Inhaling. Once more, inhaling and exhaling. Wiggling the fingers and the toes, bring some movement back in the body. And when you're ready, just roll it over onto the side. Pausing here for a moment. And pressing yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Pausing here to notice how your body is feeling now compared to the beginning of class. How your breath is feeling now. And how your mind is feeling now. Getting ready to close the practice. We will chant 3 Oms, followed by Om, Shanti, 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 Hare Om. Taking 1 breath to prepare, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling for Om. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Bring the palms and hands together into the chest. Rub the palms of the hands, create some heat in the hands. Once there's enough heat in the hands, place the hands over the eyes. Peering into the palms of the hands, allow your eyes to adjust to the light. And bringing the hands over the face, the cheeks, throat and the neck. Rub the palms together, create some more heat. Backs of the hands, fingers and thumbs, wrists and forearms. Bringing the hands together into the chest. Hare Om Tat Sat. Thank you for joining me for today's practice.